on YouTube, just to pull some cards, what to expect this week. Meant to come on a little bit earlier this weekend, but the sun is out and everyone else is out. I'm sure many of you are also enjoying the nice spring weather and basking into it. So I'm just going to pull. So we'll start with water signs. So since we're in the last week of water sign energy, just ask the ancestor spirit guides what message or what to expect for this week ahead. What can water signs expect for this week ahead? What can water signs expect for this week ahead? What can you expect? Ooh, too many cards. Okay, what can you expect? What sorts of guidance for the week ahead? Yeah, for some of you, I think you have the Eight of Swords. So for water signs, for some of you, you're going to need to expect this week to maybe make some decisions around how you're keeping yourself bound. It could be to a situation, a person, a job, or whatever. I think mentally, a lot of you are feeling like stuck or having to carry a mental burden to be attached to something. Um, Many of you need to you have a Page of Swords here. Many of you need to re-tap into your imagination, your thinking, maybe thinking about ways to spark yourself, to maybe move forward. Could be in a job, it could be in some sort of project, but you're being called to maybe like allow yourself to be imaginative. I think that's one of the reasons why you might feel like you're captive to whatever's going on, or feeling stuck. Hi, Megan. Um, so spirit's wanting to remind you that you have ability to move and and to transition. A lot of you, Three of Pentacles, you can count on your community. You need to leverage your community for support, or a lot of you need to remind yourself that you have support. And I'm just removing someone. So yeah, you are going to need to think about this week water signs, like how to. Thank you so much, Glenn. I removed them. Some of you just need to remind yourselves, like, you don't have to stay in what you're feeling stuck in. Some of you feel like it could be, the type of people you're around. You might feel like hi, Susanna. Some of you may feel like you have to like fight with people or battle with people around you, or it just might be within yourself. So just to remind yourselves, like you have the ability to break free and not be stuck in what you're doing or be stuck in any sort of mindset. Thank you all so much for the likes. Are any of you guys water signs on here? Yeah, I just feel like for a lot of you, it's like time to remind yourself that you have ability to also be free from whatever is holding you or keeping you captive. So we're gonna go into I'm gonna go into fire signs next. Anybody a fire sign here? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming up? Do you have any fun plans with the sun out? Thank you so much, Glenn. Yeah, so let's see what fire signs, what you guys can prepare for this week. There's going to be a lot of fast moving energy now that the weather's changing. For a lot of y'all, like if you have things, hi Stuart Tinton, if you have things that you haven't begun, like this is the time to do it. For fire signs, a lot of you all like don't allow yourself to be captive to your circumstance. Don't feel captive and feel like you're stuck around money. You have opportunities. You have the King of Wands. So Spirit's trying to remind you like you have that confidence, you have that creativity within yourself. You also have the ability around imagery. So some of you need to either maybe put yourself out there, put your ideas out there, be passionate with your ideas. And that will help you around money if you're feeling like you have to hold on to all the things. Also, strength card. I think a lot of you, because you feel like you have to hold on to money or feel like you have to, what I want to say, feel like you have to sacrifice. A lot of it's because spirit and them are asking you to take that step. It may be something that is uncomfortable around the work that you need to be doing. Some of it's creative work, some of it's imagery work, some of it's taking that leadership work. They want you to be strong and take that step, and take that motion and the work that you need to do. So for fire signs, like if you're feeling like, you money is getting a little tight, or you feeling like you have to hold on to situations because you don't feel like connected or grounded, they want to remind you like you have the ability to take shape, take action in what you want to do. So let's get into air signs next. So I asked what they want you guys to pay attention to this week for air signs. And we're coming out of retrograde soon. So if you feel like things are really like stuck and not moving, this is a really good time, or things that you want to refine, this is a really good time to do it. Air signs, you guys got the Fool. So a lot of you need to get more into that kind of whimsical energy. Some of you need to start new things, or some of you need a fresh start. I feel like some of that fresh start is around ideas or things, abundance that's trying to come through. Many of you feel obligated to stay in what you're doing, or feel like, you just been drained, maybe from the work, or could be love or relationship or partnership. A lot of you feel like you've been drained and you feel like you have to stay in what you're in. They want to remind you you have the ability to take that step forward, to start something new with that. I also see the Knight of Swords here. They want to remind you to be assertive in this new step and what you're trying to work on. Take action, move with it with force, move quickly with it, and be okay with walking away from what's not serving you anymore. Some of you, you have success if you do take that step forward in that, air signs. So this week, air signs, they're calling you to let go and to move forward with what's next. Things aren't resonating with you in terms of friends, job, whatever, this is the time to take that step and move forward in it. Okay, so last message here for earth signs. What do earth signs need to look forward for this week? The messages. Okay. The messages to earth signs. You guys have the Chariot. So there's call for forward movement or momentum in your work. Lately, like with earth signs, being a lot of like internal work, a lot of like shadow work that a lot of you all are having to do. I'm going to shuffle this again. Yeah, you have the Chariot coming in. So there's going to be some movement, could be on a project also too. but also for some of you, like working in your healing, connecting with self. Yeah, you need to move forward in your work. You need to move forward if there's something that you're still sitting in, haven't healed. You have 10 of cups, so there's going to be some success around work. If you do make that intention to do the healing work, do the stuff, the things that you're supposed to do, you'll end up with the community, the partnership, the folks behind you helping. Yeah, and you also have the justice card coming in. So things will start to balance out. You guys taking those steps to build momentum. I also see the temperance card. So earth signs, a lot of you need to get in into connection of building balance. Balance with yourself and maybe like how you work in your life purpose, how you have people around you, but also speaking balance within yourself. And it could also be balance within like, how are you feeding your spirit? How are you feeding yourself with the foods that you're eating? Also, the people that you're keeping around. Earth signs, some of you have communication coming in. Could be communication around opportunities, things, abundance, because I also see the Seven of Pentacles around here. So keep working on yourself and these new things will come in. You'll get the love, the opportunity, the connection that you're wanting to build. So I hope this is helpful for you all this week ahead. I will be back on later this week. I think I'm going to try and be on dual platforms, both TikTok and here. And I look forward to seeing you all and have a great day.